What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Next Billion podcast. Maybe something a little bit different today. We're going to go through the news prior to Crossroads. I'm going to be heading off to Crossroads real soon, and there's going to be everyone there in the ecosystem to talk to. So I'm hoping to set up some interviews. So I think we can, basically that's going to be a content marathon. We'll probably need someone to film it though. Okay, cross that bridge when we get to it. But there's going to be a lot more interviews coming up. And today I thought we'd just look at the news at some of the things happening in and around Solana. There's kind of been a lot happening over the last few weeks, even though that wouldn't be telling you in the price. But let's share the screen and let's just have a look at some of the stuff going on here. And here we are on Solana Floor. So I'm using this as our news source because A, it's the only Solana news website on, that talks about everything in Web3, and B, we own it. So of course I'm going to go here, right? So look, we're going to go through some of the news items here. I'll give you my takes on, look, if it's a good thing, it's a good thing. If it's a bad thing, it's a bad thing, and I'll tell you that. So we'll see. Basically, first up, Sanctum with their Wonderland stuff. Very cool to see. I haven't checked it out just yet, but I saw some people posting screenshots and stuff. They've done a lot of work and effort. I think it's more along the lines of gamifying staking, perhaps, and making cool little characters and stuff like that. So users can collect digital pets, level them up, and participate in community quests to boost rewards and so on. So I think it's using points and that sort of stuff. So Sanctum, we interviewed them a while back, probably maybe 6 months ago now, something like that. But they essentially have an LST for validators, and the LST shares all of the same pool and the same liquidity. So even if you're a smaller validator that has a smaller stake, you're able to share the same liquidity as anyone else. And prior to Sanctum existing, if you wanted to spin up your own LST for staked Solana, you would have to pretty much go and kickstart all of the liquidity yourself and approach DeFi protocols yourself and hope that they list you, and maybe they don't, and it's just a whole annoying sort of saga. So anyway, Sanctum does a great job. They unify all of that. I think they have one LST to rule them all. It's called INF, and that's sort of a weighted average of all of the different LSTs in their pool. But anyway, moving on. Solana Bridge incoming. Pudgy Penguins. Hey, that'd be pretty cool. Pudgy gang. Pudgies are they number one NFT in the Ethereum ecosystem? I mean, if they're not, they probably should, because they're kind of the only ones that are doing stuff. They have Pudgy Penguins in Walmarts in North America, by the way. So that's super cool. I don't think any NFTs have really cracked the big time for retail sales. So that's really cool. Soulflare, Explore Solana campaign pays off, onboards 500,000 MetaMask users. So this is something to do with, I think MetaMask has like these included things where you can add what's called a snap. Soulflare has onboarded a whole bunch of EVM users. Amazing. Very cool to see. Soulflare, great wallet, great team. We're going to be talking to them at Crossroads. Good friends of ours as well at Step and at the podcast. So very happy to see this. And wow, 500,000, that's a big number. Because I think many of the wallets are up and around 5 million users in terms of like historical. Some have onboarded 5 million users in the last 6 months. But I think in terms of daily active users, it's several millions, particularly for the Solana wallets. So yeah, very, very cool to see. What else we got here? Camino, yes, we had the Camino KMNO token launch yesterday. I think it was April 30. Yes, this is being filmed on the 1st. So very cool to see Camino, and congrats to the team there. Camino, a lender, they've been around for a long time in the Solana ecosystem. So they're out and live. It's just another of the DeFi protocols that's dropping their coin. I think so. We've got I think we've got one of them in the news coming up next as well. We've got Drift and Zeta as well. We can look at this Zeta news. So a couple more airdrops yet to come, but Camino was much requested. So very cool to see that out there. And I know the team's kind of relieved as well that, hey, the token's done and it's out, and they can focus on building the rest of the protocol. So another one, Zeta, the Z token. Zeta is a perps platform predominantly on Solana, and I think they've been having a points program for, well, I think it's been a while now, maybe 6 months, something like that. But looks like they're going to be increasing the airdrop allocation for active traders. So cool to see. I was kind of critical of the Zeta circulating supply at launch. Pretty sure it was really low, but hopefully they can improve that. Basically, like, we shouldn't be launching with like 5% FDVs or 5% circulating supplies that creates an insane FDV in 2024. You can do that at peak of the bull market, but look at all the red tickers at the top here. Like, that ain't the case now. So, more community allocations, good. I think so. Pulsar launched as well last week. They had a big community allocation, like almost 30%. So I think Jupiter, what were they, like 50% community allocation or something crazy like that? So that's pretty cool. This was a big one, Stripe. So Stripe to accept customer payments in USDC, and they did a demo. I don't know if people, did we link it? Yeah, here we go. So we got the video here, check it out. But they do a live transfer, a live payment in USDC on stage at some random thing. I think it's one of these Silicon Valley things where they get together and all clap in the audience for themselves. But anyway, Stripe doing a great job onboarding Solana there to their payments backend. And I think if we didn't mention it, Tolly had a tweet as well. So the Saga 2. Saga 2 has been sold for, what is it, 400, 500 bucks, something like that. Whatever the Saga 2 ends up being, although I'm pretty sure we all kind of think it's a phone. You could pre-order that with Stripe and with credit card, as well as USDC. But then I think Tolly made a tweet a few days ago that they had disabled the credit card thing and they just are predominantly using the USDC bridge. Bro, I literally said that at launch. I don't know why they had the credit card bridge anyway. But now they don't need to. You can just use USDC with Stripe probably pretty soon. Although, to be honest, Stripe, they enabled crypto when it was bull market like 5-6 years ago, and then they disabled it, and now it's back again. So are they just riding the wave? Are they just in it for the short-term kicks? Who knows? We'll see what's going on there. Bitcoin price, yeah, awkward. ETF, not seeing any inflows for, I think it was 4 days or something. But it was one of the longest streaks. Yeah, 10th longest in US ETF history. So in terms of like inflows into the ETF. So yeah, a 71-day streak. There you go. So look, hey, it's a good streak. No king rules forever. If you know where that reference is from, good on you. Solana Mobile Chapter 2. Okay, that's crazy. Airdrop surpass original to 450 phone cost. Very cool. So we were sponsoring the leaderboard of the Chapter 2 Solana Mobile stuff. So very cool to see. More and more airdrops. I kind of think that where we're going is that any hardware device that does some crypto thing, it's not about the device. It's not about it having a cool camera and whatever else. It's actually about, it's a proof of life for a human out there in the crypto world. And with that, you can airdrop on users. So if 100,000 people have bought Saga 2, which we know they have, maybe it's 200,000 now, that's 100,000 users that you can adopt into your platform in some way. So maybe airdrop on them. Maybe say that every one of those 100,000 users has to visit your website to do something. Boom, now you have 100,000 users on your website. Didn't have that before. So these kind of things are super cool. I really want to see more of it. And headlines like this, airdrops surpassing the 450. Okay, it's basically a free phone then. You spend 450, you get 450 in airdrops. The thing hasn't even launched yet either. So by the time it launches, man, I think it's going to be worth quite a bit more. Yeah, free ZZ, but I think it came out yesterday, so they were seeking a long-term, but I think it was literally 4 months from the meme of him saying 4. So yeah, CZ gonna do 4 months. Man, they just went after him. They just went after him. He didn't do anything wrong. So yep, Jupiter acquiring Ultimate Wallet. This is really cool to see. I spoke to the Ultimate Wallet guys a while back. I know that during the bear market things were tough, and it's cool to see that Jupiter's on the acquisition trail. Well, literally, we're looking at this website, Solana Floor, which is a platform that we acquired. So it's very cool. Adding acquisitions add value in different ways. Maybe they're onboarding the team itself. Maybe they have plans for a further development of wallets and that sort of thing. So very cool to see. But yeah, it looks like it's part of this fund, which they've been doing. So that's some of the news this week. I think over the next week, there's probably going to be a few more things coming out prior to Crossroads. We do have some announcements. I think Genesis Go said that they're doing a Shadow Drive announcement maybe at the conference, which would be really cool. So stay tuned for that. But I think we should do more of these where I just sort of go through the news and you can check it all out. So yeah, go through the news here, check it out. A lot going on in the Solana ecosystem. This is going to be an interesting one. Drift with their token. MarginFi, yes, they've had some challenges here and there, but still going strong. So yeah, look, tune in next billion. We will have hopefully some videos from the conference floor talking to all of the teams that are coming. So definitely tune in and stay tuned to the Twitter for more links. But thank you very much, and I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.